Hello, my name is Darcy and this is Creative Animal Crafts, and we're going to talk today about how to make the best pipe cleaner toys for cats. These toys are durable and don't have any sharp ends. We are going to make small rings, both with and without bells, large rings, small curlicues, and large curlicues. There's a little bit of variation that you can do on this, but these are just very good basic shapes that cats seem to love and are very easy to make. Okay, let's talk about what you're going to need. Pipe cleaners, a bunch of them, different colors. Some type of pliers. I like to use these needle nose pliers. These are actually jewelry needle nose pliers, so they're a little bit smaller. Any type of pliers will work though. You're probably going to need a wire cutter. Not necessary, but it's good to have one on hand when you're dealing with pipe cleaners. Fun fact is, if you have an old pair of scissors, they will usually cut pipe cleaners too. If you have some little pom-poms like this, they are optional. I will show you what you can do with that, as well as these little bells. Again, it's optional. If you don't have them, that's fine. All right, let's begin. Okay, for this first toy, you're going to need 2 pipe cleaners. And you're going to prepare both of them the same way. You're going to take one, fold it over in half, and then starting about a 1/2 inch down here, you're going to start twisting. And what I do is I hold the 2 ends in one hand, and I take the other hand and kind of pull it out and twist it. That makes sure that both sides are being twisted at the same rate, so you don't have one that's longer than the other. If you do end up with one that's one end longer than the other, you can just trim it off so they're even. Do the same thing with this one. Again, fold it over, you're gonna end up leaving a little bit of a gap, and then just twist it. Okay, now take one of the ends and kind of, this is the sharp end, this is the folded end. Taking the sharp end and putting it in between the two. Then I want to twist this tighter around this. Doesn't have to be really tight. Then I'm going to wrap this end around. And I'm going to take my pliers and make sure that the end isn't poking out. Now I can take this end and I'm going to fold it in a little bit. And again, take your pliers. So now I've got these two. I'm going to just gently, not near as much as I do when I'm twisting the first ones. And then when I get to here, I'm going to tightly do it. And if you have anything poking out, you can kind of smush this down a little bit. Okay, so now I have this, and grab a round piece, wrap it around, and you kind of maneuver this a little bit if you want it wider. But there you go. It's your first one. Now let's talk about how to make a ring. You're going to take your folded piece again. This is the same way I did it the first time. The rounded end thing. I'm going to take this, and actually I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, just so you still know where this little, you don't want to make it where you can't find it. But then take this loop it around here, kind of twist that slightly to make it tighter, and then wrap the end around to secure it. Again, take your pliers, make sure that there's no sharp edges. And once you get that done, make it a little ring. And like I've even done it where I've put 2 rings together. Okay, to add a bell to your ring, what you need to do is take your pipe cleaner and And you're going to fold it in half again. Now take a bell, put it on, and now you're going to do your twisting. Do the same thing where you can wrap it around. You can take your bell and kind of twist this around a little bit to kind of secure it. Again, take your pliers, make sure the sharp edges are gone. And then you got one with a bell. Okay, to add another color to this ring, what you want to do is take a second pipe cleaner. This one is not doubled. This is a single pipe cleaner. I'm going to take it and put it around here. And I'm going to go ahead and secure it by kind of twisting this end a little bit. And then I'm going to start wrapping it. And you're going to have plenty of pipe cleaners, so you can wrap as much as you want or as little as you want. And you just kind of pull it through. Keep it tight around there. Keep pulling it through here. And then when I get to this part, what I'll usually do is just kind of wrap it around a couple of times here. And then when you're with your extra, what you can do is take your, you're going to take your wire cutters, trim that over, tuck that in, press it down. There you go. Take two pipe cleaners and you're going to start at one end. I usually twist the beginning a lot tighter than what I do around, and then I do the same type of twisting the whole way down. And if you get where you see, like, okay, here I've got one that's going to be kind of longer than the other, what you can usually do is just take, I'll just turn that off a little bit, and then you're going to kind of then grab your pliers, fold over each end, really kind of push it down, and so you can kind of see up and feel a little sharp end there. You want to get rid of that sharp end. Do the same thing over here. Fold over. Clamp it down. So you're going to need two of these. I happen to have one already done. This is done the same way, wrapped around. Don't worry if the wrapping isn't exactly even or whatever. You're not really going to notice it, and the cat's not going to care. But to get a twisty tie like this, there's two ways to do it. So usually what I'll do is I will twist one end together, then I will twist the other end together. You can optionally twist here in the middle. You don't necessarily have to do that. Sometimes I like it. Then take your round piece and you're just going to start wrapping it around, keeping it from twisting. And then you can kind of use your pliers a little bit to kind of curl that in. Same thing over here. You need to use your pliers a little bit to kind of curl that in. And there you go. Okay, another way to make a larger twist, like this one, is to take 2 wrapped pipe cleaners, and I like to do this with ones that are sort of different colors. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to do a tighter wrap. Twist these, the beginning end a little bit tighter, and then wrap them. They tend to get a little bit caught. Like this. Is a thicker piece, and just wrap it around. And you got this. And what I will often do is you take one end and you can kind of tightly get a little bit of a tighter end on this, and then you can glue a pom-pom to the top. You got a nice little flat piece right here to glue a pom-pom, and then you kind of got this nice little colorful snake. But if you want to do that, you can do that. Do these larger rings like this. You're going to need a pipe cleaner. This is a large pipe cleaner that's already twisted. This out of the way. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of make your circle, figure out how big you want your circle to be, and these don't have to be the same length, but you're going to go ahead and wrap this one around, all the way around. Push that in, and then do the same thing over here. Wrap it around. And then if you want another color, what you want is, I use a single pipe cleaner, and I'm kind of going to do the same thing the way I did with the smaller ring. I'm going to take this one around. I'm going to go ahead and kind of twist this end so it's already secure, and then I will just pull it around and wrap it. And you have to do your wrapping a little bit wider because you have to make sure that you have enough pipe cleaner to go all the way around. Usually. Don't worry about if you're bending your circle a little bit. As you do this, you can shape it when you get done. And then with your last little piece, if you can, I usually try to get it tucked under there a little bit. There we go. Kind of secure it in place. And just kind of wrap it around a little bit. Take this and secure it. And there you go. You got a two-color one. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I hope you have fun making toys and enjoy your cats, and have a good day.